Good morning, everyone. It's 8 o'clock on Friday, Biz Talk, and today we have a spectacular guest. He's got some amazing services that y'all need to hear about. So let's not waste any time and let's get started.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome.
Hey, everybody. It's so great to have you here. It's a great day in the Fusion One Lounge. I'm Glenna Hum, and around the square here, we have our other marketing gurus, Sarah Gilliland and Kelsey Nicholson. We are having so much fun talking to business people that have so many great tips and info for all of us. It's just been so much fun. But before we get started, Sarah, could you show everybody our broadcasts?
Why, I certainly can. Okay, everybody, don't forget every single week we go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And check out our podcast. Hello. As I should say, words are hard. Check out our podcast, Marketing and a Mic. I'll tell you, our subscribers keep going up and up and up. So it's awesome. And don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram and our YouTube channel, Fusion One Marketing. Every week we are putting out brand new videos, everything to help businesses in the name of digital marketing. So subscribe to that.
It's so awesome. And we hit our 500th download of Marketing and a Mic podcast yesterday. So yes, we are definitely churning out all kinds of content. But today we are so excited to have our special guest. And believe it or not, this is going to wrap up Biz Talk for us. So we are taking it out with a bang, David, with you. So I want to welcome David Stephenson with SRS, or Solar Reflection Services. How are you doing this morning?
Marvelous. How are y'all?
Marvelous. And I must say, we'll talk about your branding, but that branding is awesome. The colors and everything, it's so cool. We are so excited to have you here this morning. And really, we don't waste any time. We're going to get started and have you tell us a little bit about SRS and how you even got started in this business.
Well, SRS is me and my wife. Well, let me start at the beginning.
Yes.
My parents had a very diversified portfolio. They had a lot of different businesses. They owned a steel company, president of a bank, George Jones restaurant, and it started a tent shop. So when I was 13 years old, I got to work in the tent shop. That's kind of how I got my start. Is they started a tent company called Solar Reflective Company in 1975. It was one of the first tent shops in Alabama, and so I slowly learned that process from the time I was 13 years old. Fast forward 20 years, and we were where the Kirkland Clinic was in downtown Birmingham. That Kirkland Clinic is there now.
Mm-hmm.
We were there for years. Did Bo Jackson's car when he played for Auburn. I mean, we were like the only people doing it back then. And so we learned a lot. And then fast forward 20 more years, and my mother started, she owned the company, and I worked for her for years. We had a lot of different people that worked for her, and she started developing health issues, and she retired, and Stacy and I kind of threw up the dice of what we wanted to do. And I said, well, I know this business. So we started Solar Reflections in 2008. And from there, we incorporated in 2010, and we started working out of the back of my house. I had a little building back there and was working out of the back of my house. And a year later, we had a place on 280 with 5 employees, and then we've gone from 10 employees, and then we made a name for ourselves in flat glass and did flat glass all over the country. We've been as far as Missouri, Kentucky. We've done some schools in Kentucky. We did the police department in Columbia, Missouri. So we've done we've been all over and done a lot. We've been recognized 3 times in a row as the Southeast Dealer of the Year for Hooper Optic Window Films. And then in 2019, opportunity came for us to acquire Sundown Window Tinting, which is they did tint and vinyl wraps, and so auto tinting, and so when we were able to acquire that, so that here we are today at Solar Reflection Services. We do residential, commercial window tinting. We do security films. We do protective films, refinishing films on that side. And then on our other side, we do auto tinting and vehicle wraps, graphics, stripe kits, things of that nature.
So it just made sense to bring it all in together.
Yeah.
So it all fits well. I do want to say that we have some early birds this morning joining us. We have Gail Mason. She wants to say good morning to everybody. We also have Steve Johnson, who says good morning, ladies, and Dave.
Good morning. Wow. So it's been in your blood, really, for as long as you can remember. So the stuff that you do is so amazing, and we're going to get more into that as we go. But I kind of want to ask you, first of all, what's going on with that background, because it's so cool. Can you tell us about that? Yeah. And then my follow-up to that was I wanted to talk about just tint in general. Like, what are the benefits of it?
Okay. Well, behind me, I'm in my office upstairs, and we have a conference room, and we kind of have our meetings up here about what for the week and what's going on and what kind of goals we're trying to hit for the week. But behind me is we took the wall behind my desk, and all of this behind me is vinyl. It looks like shiplap, but it's a three-dimensional image that we put up here, and then we put our logo right here on top of it. It kind of looks like it's made out of metal, but it's actually vinyl as well.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me about tint. What are the benefits of it that people need to know?
So most of the benefits of having, your home or your car tinted, either one, is the reduced energy costs. Especially in your home, where you have hot and cold spots during the day in your home, like in the sun's shining on the front of your house. In the morning time, it heats up, and then on the back side, it's either cold as it can be because you got the air conditioning trying to cool the front. We can kind of regulate that, and then also it stops 99.9% of the ultraviolet rays, which cause your sun damage to your furnishings and things like that inside the house. And the UV radiation that you're exposed to in your home. Most people, we're staying at a lot of people are staying more at home today, so they're actually in front of these windows and they're exposed to that UV radiation, which we can eliminate that. We can also put you a product on your home that's very, very light. It's really it's almost undetectable. That will drop the temperature 6 to 8 degrees when the sun's shining in.
Wow.
So it can really impact your utility bill, and make your glass break safe. In other words, it'll hold it together. If it gets broke, it won't, it keeps the glass from flying everywhere. So those are the main benefits of it. You get some reduced glare, so you're not sweating and squinting behind that in it. So.
I love that motto, no sweating and squinting. So tint is more diverse than I think people realize. Can you talk to us about the types of tint products you choose to use at SRS?
So we try to have a product for every budget. So we have what we call a good, better, best option. We have some of the older 1970 technology films that basically stop heat and reduce glare by reflecting light. Then we have a single layer ceramic films that we use that are more spectrally selective, and they choose the wavelengths of light to stop as they're passing through the window. And then, of course, we do a lot of automobiles. With your automobile, it works the same way. It protects the interior of your car, and in some cases, in some states, they actually offer you a discount on your auto insurance if you have your windows tinted, because it actually makes that glass in your car brake safe. So the window gets, you're involved in a crash or something, the glass doesn't, even though it's tempered safety glass, it's still glass flying at you. And that can help. Some of the film can add 28 to 30,000 pounds tensile strength to the glass and hold it together and keep it from being a projectile coming at you.
That's
wow.
good. I did not realize that. Thank you for tinting my car.
You're keeping Kelsey safe.
And cool. She's cool.
And cool, yeah.
She's got street cred.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could basically do anything. So let's talk a little bit about your specialty window film options and how you use those for businesses.
So specialty window film, I mean, we use a lot of those for, as far as office control. Same thing, if you've got somebody that's, sweating and squinting in one office and the other office is freezing, we can kind of regulate the temperature through the building and the businesses. And then if you have storefronts where you're advertising, you got a lot of material, a lot of merchandise in the storefront, and you want to protect that merchandise, keep it from fading. We do that as well, and you can see the merchandise. We also use a security film. It stops your smash and grab, where people just walk up, smash the window, grab something, and run off. We can dramatically slow that process down, where they try to break the window and grab something and run off before your alarm ever goes off. So we help a lot of businesses with that, where they don't want to put burglar bars up, because I don't know about y'all, but I kind of get a little scared.
It definitely doesn't classify.
Burglar bar, I don't know if I want to go in there or not.
Kelsey, I think we had a graphic. Let's talk about, tell us a little bit about this stuff, Dave.
So this is on the very top, the before and after on the HVAC was for the Lyric Theater downtown. They had the Historical Society said, hey, that's not historically correct. We can see that on the road. They didn't have air conditioning about 100 years ago. So they were having an issue. They had thought about painting it, and we went up and wrapped it for them. And on the right-hand side, you can see that, where we actually took a picture of it and did a 3-dimensional image and wrapped it, and it still looks great today. Now, the bottom is an elevator that was scratched up. And so we have a stainless steel film that we can go and put over that and make it look brand new, because you don't want that to be your first impression of your client when he comes into your building and looks and sees all that. So people like to graffiti stainless steel, and it's very hard to clean. And our product is very easy to clean, and it can be removed and replaced very easily.
Boy, wow, what a difference. I can't believe that's vinyl on for that brick. That's unreal.
Actually, yeah, that brick is vinyl.
It's absolutely wild. Okay, let's talk about graphics. So you offer so many different things, but let's talk about graphics and how that can be a benefit to businesses. What are their capabilities?
Well, we do storefronts, like hours. You can turn any window into a advertisement. In a business with graphics. As far as those are concerned, you can add graphics to your delivery vehicle so people know who you are, and you can constantly promote your business with a graphic on your car. Or a vehicle wrap, for that matter. You get, I think they did a study, and you get, from anywhere from 30,000 to 90,000 impressions a day with a vehicle wrap, or even a graphic on your car.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of different advertising, but this is you can reach the most people, and your investment stays with you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I hear your puppy trying to get in your office.
they're both of them. They're scratching at the door.
I was like, or is that a staff member clawing to get
I'm sorry, I just had to say because usually
What are y'all talking about? That's my customers trying to get in the door.
Yeah. Please.
Let them in. Let them in. We don't care.
So you can do graphics for businesses just from storefront type signage, banners, but also like what you have going on behind you, where you could actually design murals and things that you could wrap their walls with.
Of course, and you can, you can jazz up the inside of a store and get your message as soon as people walk in and make a significant impact on what you want to say.
Awesome. So you had mentioned the benefits of fleet advertising, fleet wraps. Can we dive into that a little bit more and talk about the capabilities that SRS has with producing fleet wraps? Can you do fleet trucks of any size?
Yeah, I mean, any size, configuration. People have a lot of different types of vehicles that they want to wrap. We can do food trucks, trailers, I Hang TVs is one of our wrap companies that are one of the companies that we do wraps for. And they have a lot of different designs that they want to do. The bottom one there is one they did for breast cancer awareness. They were trying to raise money for the Susan B. Komen. Glass Doctor. You don't necessarily have to wrap the whole vehicle. You could just, you can have a 3/4 wrap or a quarter wrap, or, you can wrap the whole vehicle. The great thing about a vehicle wrap is that you're always advertising wherever you go. Wherever your technicians are or you're traveling to, you're advertising. And it's one of the best ways to reach people, because in TV or radio, if you're not watching the TV or listening to that radio station, and you're driving down the road in a vehicle wrap, everybody sees that.
Yeah. That's exactly right. You guys, again, have done so many cool things. Your graphics department can basically create any kind of custom wrap that you need, or any custom design, correct?
If you can, some of the hardest things we have to tell people is, if you can dream it, we can do it. And so, it's unlimited really to what we're able to do.
Oh, wow. Check some of that out. Tell us about some of these.
And the wrecker was the guy that owned the wrecker. He really wanted to go all out with some type of zombie elephant, Big Al theme on his truck. So that was pretty cool to design that. The motorcycle gas tank, a gentleman had bought a helmet with that scene on his helmet. And so we recreated the scene for his gas tank on his motorcycle. The 68 Dodge Charger there, the guy that owns that's a Black Hawk helicopter instructor in Dalton. And he actually has a 68 Mustang, a 68 Camaro, and a 68 Dodge that's in the picture. And we wrapped all three of them in American flag. That was his childhood dream, to own those three cars. And so now he owns all three of them.
Wow.
And so it was his idea to wrap those cars in that American flag. And so there's custom boot strap on the back of that car as well, a hand done in brushed aluminum wrap. Down at the bottom, you see Deadpool. That guy's a big Deadpool fan.
Oh, I thought that was maybe Ryan Reynolds' car.
Actually, on the back of that car, we put some matte black on the back, and then we also put some reflective on the back of that. When you see the back of that car, when the sun's different on it, kind of looks like it's lightning on the back of the car, because it has black reflective on there. So if the light's not on it, it just looks black. But when the light hits it, it lights up at night. Wow. And then the Jeep over there, it was just, we've done some things with it. it's a lady's little camouflage Jeep car, and we didn't do the wrap per se on that. That's actually paint, but we did the sticker on the back of it. It's like a sloth with a woman symbol like this,
Like Rosie the Riveter.
World War II, so that's what she wanted on the back. So
Tell us about these color change wraps here.
Yeah, so we do a lot for color changes. The one up there on the green one up there, it was a solid black car, and we put a matte green metallic wrap on it. We do a lot of Range Rovers for RMR, so they like to do a lot of color changes on their cars, and then the bottom was a blue matte. The top one on the right is actually one of our wrap technicians. He has a Range Rover, and he did a color flip on that. So it changes colors during the day. Like yesterday when it was cloudy, it just looked like a gray truck. But when the sun gets on it, it takes on a different look from every angle. And then we do some stripe kits like on the yellow at the bottom. They just wanted to jazz up their car. It came plain Jane, and they wanted to jazz up the car and make it unique. So
that looks so cool.
You just make me want to do something with my car.
I know. I'm looking around at my car like boring.
That's what Rob says every time he sees this stuff. He's like, okay, what can I do with my truck? I'm like, oh boy.
I think the Future One brand would look really good with a color flip and our logo.
There you go. And we do a lot of distressed flags and stuff like that. We did a couple of them in the other day. We printed on the reflective. We printed them black. So during the daytime, they look like black distressed flags. At night, when the lights hit them, when you're driving down the road, they look white.
Oh my gosh.
So it's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
So the holidays are here. They're knocking on the door. So do you all have any type of promotions or deals going on right now?
We do. We have if you come in and buy a gift card from now to Christmas Eve, you get, if you purchase over $100, you get 10% off of that gift card. So you get credit for $100, but you only pay $90 for it.
Oh, cool.
That's a great gift. That's if somebody that doesn't have everything and they don't have their windows tinted, or they're looking for a sticker kit, or they want something, unique on their car, you can use that for that as well. So great. Just come in and talk to us and tell us what you got in mind, and then we can kind of push you in the right direction.
Great. Yeah, I was going to say, especially if you have no idea what you want. It's kind of like in your mind, I just really want something cool.
Yeah.
I mean, can we just say, okay, Dave, whip something up or help?
Give me something cool.
Sure. Well, and then, a lot of people, if they're really intent on doing something and they want to go ahead and pay us a deposit, we can take some pictures of their cars and superimpose things on their cars.
Oh.
Kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like before we actually touch the car. Mm-hmm. That's an option as well.
That's great. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to show off your brand new website.
Okay.
Let's pull it up here. Okay. So you offer a ton of services that we didn't get to cover everything as far as images go. So we want everybody to go visit your new website, srstintandgraphics.com. You can check out all of their services here and examples of each of those. We didn't mention your decorative films, which you do offer for businesses.
We do, and our ballistic films as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have safety security films.
Actually, let me go to the galleries. That'd probably be better, right?
Yeah, and don't forget residential either.
Yeah.
Right.
So just a small example of, can y'all see that? It popped up. Of just how you can just jazz up some windows really easily and make your office space look really nice. So tell us, Dave, if someone wants to start working with you, how do they go about doing that?
Well, they give us a call or contact us through the website, and then we'll walk you through the process. Just contact us and tell us what you want to do, and one of us will be back in touch with you. and work a plan with you to try to get you exactly what you want. I think one thing that's unique about us is one person doesn't do everything. Like we have specialty people that do specialty things. Like I have a whole crew just devoted to residential and commercial window tinting. I have another crew that's devoted to automobile tinting only. And then I have another crew that's, that's basically devoted to vehicle wraps and graphics. So you don't get the same person for everything. We're diverse in that respect. That we have professionals for each class that we do.
And it doesn't cost your potential customers anything to have a consultation with you?
No, there's free consultations. If you want to move forward with a vehicle wrap or something, color change or something like that, we require a deposit for it. But that's just make sure when we start ordering product and things like that, make sure you're serious about doing it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. I also want to say good morning to Perry from the Shelby County Chamber, Cindy Edmonds, and also Trevor Collins joining us this morning. So good morning to all of you. So yes, basically bottom line, you guys can do anything. You have specialists that know each part of what they do. You don't have somebody that's just doing it halfway. They kind of know a little bit about this, kind of know a little bit about that. You can cover everything and make sure that it's going to be quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? And I know there's tons of stuff you guys do. Is there anything else while we run your contact info on the bottom that you'd like to cover?
Well, we probably one of the least publicized things we do is for automobile windshields. If you come in and have your windshield tinted, and this is a service we offer as well, but we use a product on the windshield that makes the windshield 250 times stronger and more flexible. And you're 70% less likely if a rock hits your windshield for it to crack. It may make a little ding in it, but it won't crack all the way across. And then we use a product called Ceramic Pro on top of that. It's a super hydrophobic. It's kind of like Super Rain-X. It basically water will bead up on it. Frost and things like this morning when I got in my car, it took me about 3 minutes to get that frost off, and I didn't get out and scrape it. Hit the windshield washer fluid, and it came right off.
Wow.
So that's one of the things that we don't really promote as much as we should, but that's one thing that if you come in and get a tint job, we offer it a discount to do it, and everybody that gets it absolutely loves it.
Yeah, I would say so, especially those people that are parking outside.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess with that.
Right.
Ethan is saying good morning. He's taking a little break, tuning in, looks like.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who are on the podcast, basically, if you want to get in touch with Dave and his team, you can go to the website, which is srstintandgraphics.com. And Facebook, obviously, you can find them on Facebook, SRS Solar Reflection Services. And wait till the stuff comes back by again. And the phone number is 205-831-4159. And email sales@srstintandgraphics.com. All right.
Yeah, you did it. Look at dizzy reading.
I know. I'm like, I don't, not the one that usually does that, obviously. I didn't go all that way.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'll tell you, the 30 minutes went by, in a blink. So we are not done with you yet. And we'd like to top it all off with a fun game called the hot seat. So let's get going on that.
I'm trying to get the 60 seconds. Hold on.
All right. We're going to spin this wheel and see what game you're going to play.
Oh. What will it be?
It's always the 5 seconds.
Yeah, spin that again. It always lands on that. It's like it favors that game.
It's like heavy on that
Is
side.
it rigged?
There we go.
All right.
Woo-hoo. Dave's like, whatever. I have no clue what.
Yeah, I don't even know what it anymore.
Alrighty. Here we go. I'm going to ask you something like pancakes or waffles, and you just pick one. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to skip pancakes or waffles because I just gave that one away.
That's probably a good thing because I would say bacon.
You got my timer?
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Amusement parks or museums?
Museums.
Art festivals or music festivals?
Music.
Twin bed or a large water bed?
Large waterbed.
Would you rather go on a ghost tour or historical tour?
Historical.
Would you rather encounter a pirate or a witch?
A pirate. 40 years too late.
Movies at home or in the theater?
At home.
Biscuits or donuts?
Biscuits.
Costume party or pool party?
Pool party.
Would you rather be able to time travel or fly?
Time travel.
Would you rather have someone cook for you or clean for you?
Clean, most definitely.
Would you rather go fishing or kayaking?
Fishing.
Roses or sunflowers?
Roses.
Train. Oh, we're good. Good job.
Yay! You made it through with no problems. Well, Dave, we really want to thank you so much for not only being on here with us today, but being our last guest on Biz Talk, since we are moving on to something else now. So thank you very much.
Well, thank y'all for having me.
Well, I also want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We had such a great time, and we're all going to be taking a break here for the last 2 weeks of 2020. So we'll be getting geared up for 2021. And if you didn't hear, we are going to be moving our marketing mix segment to Fridays at 8 now. So the next one will be January 8th for our inaugural 2021 show. So join us then. And until then, everybody have happy holidays, and we will see you then.
All right.